Should the U.S. raise taxes on the rich? We believe that there would be many problems if we were to raise taxes on the 1%. Democrats want to raise taxes on the wealthy Americans because they believe that the 1% should redistribute their wealth and help the economy. Vocabulary: economics, the study of choices, how individuals and societies deal with their wants and needs. The Democrat Party, it seeks to provide government intervention and regulations in the economy.
The Republican Party. They believe in a smaller government. This places fewer regulations on the people. Taxes. This is when people have to give a sum of money demanded by a government for either its support, for its specific funding, or for its services.
Marginal tax return. A percentage of tax applied from your income for each tax bracket that you qualify for.
We believe that the government should not raise taxes on the rich. Taxing the rich does nothing more than shift money from the private sector. Businesses such as Apple, where it is usually invested and spent efficiently to the government, often end up going to special interest or campaign contributors, or where our tax dollars are inefficiently spent towards government programs.
This will discourage businesses from opening or expanding in the United States, and that is not what America is all about. America is all about creating jobs. Forcing the 1% of Americans to contribute the burden of funding government is just immoral. The main thing is we cannot raise taxes on the 1%. These Americans have put countless amount of time and years to get where they are today, and everyone is entitled to keep the fruit of their own labor.
Taxes should be raised on the rich because the money can help fund studies on climate change, world hunger, world poverty, cancer research, and pollution. The Washington Post stated that a 1% wealth tax on the wealthiest 1% of households above 10 million could raise about $200 billion a year or $2 trillion over 10 years.
No, we should not raise taxes on the 1%. It is taking money right out of the hands of small and middle-sized business owners. These are the people that help strive and make America great. It is bringing economy growth and workers to the fours of America. If we take that out, we will have nothing. If being wealthy becomes treated as a crime, then they will take their businesses, their money somewhere else and to find a better place to expand their business. Margaret Thatcher sums it up well. The problem with socialism is that you will eventually run out of other people's money, and this is just what the Democrats want to do.
We asked people to take a survey on whether or not taxes should be raised, and 50% of people said we should raise taxes, while the other half said we shouldn't.
We also asked what if you were part of the wealthy American group? Would you still feel the same way? 33.3% of people said that they would not feel the same way. 50% of people would feel the same. The first person we interviewed was Mia Kakuta. She believes that it isn't fair that we are taxing them more because they are wealthier. She says to put yourself in their shoes. If all of a sudden you became rich, would you want to get taxed higher because you have more money? There's no proof that raising taxes on the rich improves the economy. We need the rich people to invest in the economy, but if we tax the rich, they won't invest as much. Secondly, business people and owners will leave our country due to the wealthy being taxed more. We have to be careful that we do not push out the wealthy of this country.
Hello, my name is Nicole Hernandez, and I agree on taxing the rich. Me being in the middle class, feel that we cannot afford to be taxed any higher than what we are already paying daily taxes on. The rich have the income, they make more money, which means they should be taxed higher than the middle class in order to cover the costs for us middle and lower class people.
Mark Green is one of my family accountants. I asked him the question, what do you think? Should we raise taxes on the rich? His opinion on the topic was, if we do increase the tax on the wealthy about 70%, sooner or later that the income of the wealthy will soon have a worse off than the average household, meaning the wealthy group will soon disappear and the government would have to go after the middle class. Why? Because the wealthy is no longer wealthy. And what is your opinion on the topic? Do you believe that we should raise taxes on the rich? Do you not think we should raise taxes on the rich? What is your opinion on the topic?